at about the 23-yard line.
On the ready. Blue down, blue down. Get it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allowed some blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards on the play.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the 39, Jones. This one to Slayton over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, New York.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Rip left, rip left.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now Jones operating from the gun. And Ingram hauls it in. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Under Tyler, 64, weak.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing Jones. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now he just wants...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 74 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Set, ready? 90, wolf. Check, check. Walk 54, walk 54. All day, dog. Go, go. Get it.
Jones now on first and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. It's right back,
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. He's going to go for it, and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Giants have taken the lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Carr. Caught left side, Williams. 23 yards the pickup there.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Carr now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Man open left side. It's Williams. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Look at this, a tight end carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space, down just beyond the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Jones. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is Harris. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To throw again on second down. Carr, he sets to fire into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You draw quarter.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And the Raiders have got him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The New York set to take the field.
61, matchbox, lights. Defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 80 weapon. Check. Crunch. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jones operating from the gun. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Check down. 180. Raider 1. It's just me and you.
Again, it's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Carr gives to Richard, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
White Monday down. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard. As the first half is winding down. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Big stop, G. Big.
Jones now. A final shot before break. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 20. Two-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Raider 1. Sit down. Get down.
Check back.
You ready?
Give it up. Give it up.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now. 180. 180. What's good? What's good? 185.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Trying to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
We go! 10 logo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey! You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Snap.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Yep. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Wrap. Switch. 6-6. Pull it high.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Harris to return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
93.
On 1st down, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 54.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
54. Mike 54. Yeah.
Defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A handoff to Barkley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Jones. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones off the play fake. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Easy, kill.
Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready? 18, Gator.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey, echo. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones out to the right here to Shepard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Hey, Charlie. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch hit it.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Let's get there. Jump and chase on travel. Clear.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Get him, boy!
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 9 yards on the touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now Carr. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 21 yards. To throw is Carr. Man open left side is Brown. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Back to throw. Carr.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. Just to get it back to a 1-score game. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on ESPN.